All right, so you got a price target of 285 on Amazon. You didn't change it after this. I want to ask, are you concerned about anything that you heard? And the CapEx spending, is that something that you see as too much, or is it just the right amount? Of course, Andy Jassy calling it a generational opportunity.
Yeah, look, I think we were all looking for stronger outlook and guidance than was provided. We didn't really get a good glimpse of what full year is going to look like. Some of the commentary on AWS was it was going to be lumpy, both from a growth perspective and a margin perspective. So that in combination with comments that the second half should see kind of better supply chain constraint improvement and capacity improvement. I think that the year is still set up pretty positively for AWS and AI growth. Now, on the CapEx front, we seem to be in this era where if you don't spend now, you risk losing share later. So while CapEx is up, I actually view this as a positive that they see a huge opportunity. They've been a great steward of capital over the years. And when they put CapEx out, they tend to generate the revenue over time. So given their track record, if they're putting this kind of CapEx out, that shows the type of opportunity they see in the future.
What do you make of what we saw with AWS? Growth slowing down a bit. It missed estimates by like a scooch. It was just like very slightly under estimates, but the profitability increased. What does that say to you about this business? Again, it's the #1 hyperscaler when it comes to the big three.
Yeah, I mean, I think after Microsoft reported and after Google reported, investor sentiment, I think, pulled back a little bit. So I think it was actually reasonable for where investors were, while consensus didn't adjust kind of quick enough to reflect the changes. So I think investors were, pretty much expecting that. I really think it's a 1Q outlook that was a little shocking. The profitability just shows how well their kind of core cloud platform performs. It's very profitable. What to pay attention to from here is AI can be a drag on margins as that starts to ramp. And he made comments on the call that, they're growing triple digit, but could actually be growing faster if they weren't capacity constrained. And near term, that could be a drag on operating income margins, but long term, he commented that it should start to look like historical margins.
What was your view of the e-commerce business, kind of neck and neck with Walmart when it comes to revenues right now? Of course, more people just shifting to buying things online. What's your view of that, and do you see a big tariff impact on that going forward? We've seen some reports that Amazon isn't that exposed to tariffs, but certainly tariffs have an impact on almost every retailer.
Yeah, look, they'll have some exposure to tariffs, but the beauty of Amazon is it's a marketplace. So as long as they have a similar replacement available in an area that has lower tariffs or no tariffs, they'll be fine. Consumers, and Amazon has been the driving force behind this, but consumers really value convenience. They're trying to get you a product same day, next day, 2 days. They keep talking about that every quarter. They keep getting faster and faster at getting products to folks, and they keep speaking to how speed is improving conversion. So their business, their e-commerce business remains really well positioned to just continue gaining overall share of retail and wallet share from consumers.
All right, Nick, we got to get going. One very quick question. I need a quick answer on this. The miss on the ad business that is seemingly kind of tied to the e-commerce business because they do a lot of the ads there. The miss in the ad business, big deal, little deal?
A little deal. There's a lot more to come there. They could still improve ad loads for promoted listings. They had a really successful upfront. That's going to start showing up this year. They can increase ad load on their ad-supported Prime Video. Not a big deal. We'll be paying attention to it. I still think there's plenty of runway